Hey guys, I'm in a really good mood. Can you tell? I'm not in a good mood. You wanna hear why? I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, you might notice that this episode is not widescreen, which obviously means that I'm using the old camera again. Which in turn obviously means that for some reason I don't have access to the other camera. Would you like to know why? Because I'm in such a good mood, I'll tell you exactly why. I went to the National Gallery today in Washington, D.C., and I misplaced the camera there. That I rented. In Washington, D.C. So in general, I'm feeling pretty good about myself. Nope, no sarcasm here. I'm just a dandy boy. Dandy boy. And of course that means I lost most of my footage for today's episode. There's a crack in this chair. Here you go. Here's the crack. It was like this when I moved in. Everything is awesome. Well, at least there's one good thing that comes to pessimism. Studies show that pessimists tend to think more realistically. Of course, the downside to this is being a disillusioned, pissy killjoy. So there is that. I mean, what's the worst thing that could possibly happen? Well, I could call Lost and Found and they would tell me they didn't find it, and then I would have to go to the tech center and tell them that they couldn't find it, and I'm fucked. And then I would have to pay around $400. No, that's not the worst thing that could happen. The worst thing that could happen would be the tech guy having a really bad day, and jumping out from behind the counter and beating me to death. I think that's the most logical conclusion of events here. So much for buying that new video camera. At least I'm not a starving child in Africa. That makes me feel better. Not really. Speaking of being angry, I play Aegeus, who's an angry man in the play Midsummer Night's Dream. There's an A before Midsummer, but if you care about that, you can screw off. And we're performing A Midsummer Night's Dream at my school. We've had about 5 performances so far, and there's 5 more to go. User Feckless Man actually came out and watched it. Met him. He's a pretty cool guy. The first time I ever met a keyboard cowboy in person. It was cool. Anyways, the worst thing that could really happen is I have to pay for it. It's just money, right? Well, here's some weird shit about Christianity from the Dark Ages. Compliments of my friend Christina. Okay, well, go for it. And you can give them the explanation while you're at it.
I'm good.
Oh, come on.
Is it recording?
Yeah.
Hi, YouTube.
She's so shy.
So we're talking about religion and how Christianity is weird. And I was talking about how during the Dark Ages they would have these things called reliquaries, and essentially they are pieces of dead saints that they decided to chop off and then make containers for that were usually really ornate, and they would pass them around during services and worship them, which is essentially worshipping idols, but because it's the Dark Ages, no one cared.
Oh hey, by the way, there's some angry links in the sidebar. Look at them. Also, I have a blog now. Also in the sidebar. See you guys later.